Just now we're going to put the rat pedal, which everybody's familiar with, after the TruTron. No distortion, no overdrive before. We're talking about where we're putting the distortion by itself in the chain. So now we got a rat pedal, and here it is by itself. Pretty good heavy metal distortion, you know. You could use that for like whatever, Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath music, punk rock, all sorts of stuff.
All my favorite.
Yeah, rock and roll.
All my favorite.
They're all, yeah, mine too.
It's great when the screensaver comes on. You're trying to do a TV show, and the screensaver comes on, so you think you went off the air. That's what just happened to us. But you didn't see that.
All right. So we got the rat on.
And then what makes the rat sound good?
Well,
of this.
Let's start back with our
your usual.
The usual, the
okay,
kind of
usual
envelope. And turn it on always helps. Yeah, sounds good to me.
Yeah, so that's going to go into this.
Okay, so now we'll turn it on with. So let's just demonstrate before you turn that off the difference between after and before. So the filter's acting on the overdriven noise there. You hear more of the filter than you do the distorted sound. It's a good sound, it's not a bad sound. Now with the rat, afterwards.
Don't try this at home unless you've got an extra amplifier.
Yeah, right. Well, no, it's very different, and I like how the filter acts on this. It creates a more dynamic. It transfers that over to the distortion, so it's really affecting the harmonics that the distortion's bringing out by how that filter's moving.
For sure, because that's the harmonics that are going in.
Right, right. And
so far, do we like it better before or after?
I like them both.
Okay. Have we done before and after?
We started doing that.
Did it kill the whole thing? Or?
No, I
right?
think it starts to cancel out and get a little muddy.
I would say, for something that's pretty light distortion over here, and then whatever your favorite distortion is over here.
You know what I would actually do?
What would you do?
I would put one of those new octave divider pedals you have coming out right about here.
Yeah, please. I will have it up on Facebook. You can sign up for serial numbers if you put a deposit on the octave divider. That will help us make them.
Yes, and what's cool about that is there will be like an overdrive circuit as well as that sort of fuzz tone.
If anybody remembers a TruTron octave divider over one of those things, it will be the same as this is an enhanced version of the TruTron3 with same guts of the sound, but extra features to bring out more versatility. so will the octave divider be the same way.
Mhm.
We get the same guts of the sound, but we bring out different features in a way that's more comprehensible, and we're going to add another feature too.
As well as a smaller, durable, lighter casing enclosure.
That's right. Yeah.
And better quality components these days
You
than
can't
what
get
they're
better quality components that are in here.
what they were doing in the
Oh.
70s. I mean, temperance and tolerance control. What are your thoughts on
I don't like
that?
to talk about the trade secrets too much.
Right
but,
on. Okay.
But these days you can afford to have little parts in here, and this, by the way, is surface mount technology, which, if it's done right, does not have to sound worse than pre-wired, through-hole technology. You can put a lot more parts on, and if you know which size surface mount, in those days, it would be very hard to get a 1% resistor or a 2% capacitor. These days, you can. So we can make things much, much more consistent and much more accurate, so that the design, you don't have to try out 5 pedals.
Right.
You try out 5 pedals, you say, okay, they all sound the same. And that's what we were aiming at back then, and that's what we're a lot closer to now with this and the rest of the products that come out with, right?
And that reminds me, in the first video that we did, there is an octave divider. There's some footage, I think I'm playing through a vintage one you brought over, and that pedal also has a green ringer sort of up. The original one has an upper octave distortion sound, and
don't tell them the new secret.
I'm not telling anything. I'm just saying that might be over here, and that's going to kind of take the place of one of these overdrive distortions here.
It doesn't have to.
No, it doesn't have to, but for my personal routing, that's where I put that, and then this, and then the distortion. So, we're talking about putting distortion this side and that side.